Hey guys, it's Jules. Thanks for coming back for another weekly update. We're going to talk about all the progress I made this week on my cross-stitching projects, as well as talking about the new Twitch channel that I have started. And we're going to talk about how you can access that, how you can find me on Twitch, which everything will be linked down below. But Twitch is going to be awesome, and I think already for those that I have talked to on the broadcast, you could say, things are really cool. So but yeah, that's and then the garden update at the end here. And so this time there actually will be a garden update, I promise. So first of all, let me talk about all the stitching that I've done. If you're wondering what this is, first of all, this is the blue light is the circle light that I'm using, and for whatever reason this glass on this project always reflects light in a blue way. Not really sure why, I don't understand it, but that's what it does. This is my Cross Stitch Collectibles New York City Street 1919, and I love it. I finished it a few years back, and it took me about 3 years to do. It's on 18 count Ada. It's on 18 count, and yeah, it's about 18 colors, I think. It's a really nice project and a lot of fun to do. So, but let's show you progress that I've made. Hold on. Alright, so first up we're going to show Reaper, and I actually did Reaper on a live stream that I did on Twitch Monday night I think it was, and I didn't get a lot of stitching done during that, but I went ahead and stitched more last night on this piece. I'm not going to take it out of its hoop just yet, but I hope you can kind of tell how much progress I made, especially all along in this area here. So it's coming together nicely, but making a lot of good progress on that one page. It's funny, you think the progress would go faster, but for some reason it doesn't. I think it's the 18 count, but who knows? It's probably just me. Speaking of projects that I worked on live streams, I also did a live stream on, and everybody's like, wait a minute, I didn't know you were doing live streams. I talked about it on my Stitch With Me, and then I broadcast my channel, but I didn't tell you guys when exactly I think that I was going to stream. I just kind of started doing it just to see how it worked, and the first couple streams were pretty bad. Well, again, we'll talk about this later, but I did a very short stream, and I think this is what I put on. I put a video out on Monday morning of me streaming and talking about this particular project. But this is Dachshund, and I've been filling in more of the Dachshund ear down through here and getting more and more done. But and all the dark stuff around here too. So making some progress, almost caught up to the point where I lost the project the first time. So making some good progress. Next up is going to be I'm going to take this one. I will take this one out of its hoop. This one is Rainy Waterloo Place, and got a lot done on this one. I think I got about 400 stitches done on it. So here we go. Well, let's cover up the blue there. So it's coming along nicely, very nicely. So yeah, let me see if I can adjust the light a little bit. That might help a little bit to be able to see some of the cross stitch, pop out a little more. But there's that. So you can see how much further along I'm getting. I think the bottom of the page is the gridded part, maybe one more row, but you can see how far I've gotten down on just this one page. So it's coming together nicely. A little out of shape. I mean, when you can't hold up your own cross stitch projects without your arms getting tired, you know you're out of shape. Then I did some, I think on this actual Stitch With Me this week, I did the Tower of Babel. So I got some more progress done on this one. And then I stitched a little bit more when I was done with the video. I came back and stitched a bit more. There we go. And so you can see kind of how it's coming through. Some of the color is starting to come out. I'm not sure how much. Yeah, you can kind of tell. Part of it just because I picked this off-white fabric to work with. So, but that's where we are, getting closer and closer to this first page finish, which is pretty cool. I'll put this over here. Let's see here. Apothecary Shop. I worked on Sunday night, and And let me, actually I am going to take it out of the hoop as well, because I don't think you can really see it if I don't take it out of the hoop. And I still have the needle attached with some thread, so you can see what I've gotten done on this part. So I'm just filling in the framework of this cab and what's in front of this cab. So working on it pretty well. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. Definitely jumping forward a bit. Just every little project, every week, a little bit more, as much as I can do. I'm going to save Overworld Map 2 for the end. Let me see if I got anything done out of this bag. Nope. The bears, although they had a better draft, but oh, I didn't work on Honeybee Portrait. That is sad. I did not work on baseball. Let me look here. Did I work on... Maybe that was actually it. It felt like, I mean, that's a lot of projects, but let me show you Overworld Map 2. And right now, with Overworld Map 2, I'm just about at that point where I need to move ahead because I'm waiting on some floss to come in to finish up what I've already done. So let me take off the hoop here for this one as well and show you guys how far. I did another, I think, like 300 stitches on this week, and I went ahead and gridded the next page. So I'm ready to go on the next page. But as you can see, look how much I got done. So I don't have that much left, and most of it, like I said, is basically some colors, little bitty colors here and there that I'm missing. So I've already got the next page gridded out, and then I think it's only till about here is the end. So I think I'm going to jump ahead and start the new page. Maybe I'll start that tonight. But super excited, super excited. Whee! It's huge. And so I'm very, very excited about that. And yeah, I think that's it for projects as far as what I've stitched. So I got a lot of stitching done this week. So let's talk about Twitch, because this directly affects my cross stitch. So why I decided to do Twitch, which Twitch is basically a streaming service. And you can stream on Twitch, you can stream on Mixer, you can stream on YouTube, you can now stream on Facebook. I kind of have been watching Twitch streamers for years now, and it's the platform that I'm most familiar with, and so that's why I sort of chose to go there to do some live streams instead of, say, do it on Facebook. I would not do it on Facebook. Do it on YouTube, and so I'm not as big of a fan of doing it on YouTube as I am on Twitch. And eventually I would like to play some games on the Twitch channel, but I'm nowhere near able to kind of devote that kind of time, because when I play games for a while, so we're not going to worry about that. But Twitch is basically where you can live stream yourself doing, honestly, just about anything nowadays. Most people have heard of it in terms of people who game and show their how they play video games and whatnot, and it's more than that, though. It's so much more. There's a whole crafting, a crafters and makers channel. I think it's called Makers and Crafting, but there's a whole subset of Twitch that deals with that, and you've got people who are carving wood, who are painting, who are cosplaying, who are, just anything you can think of, making jewelry. And so there are some cross-stitchers that are on there, but nobody really does what I'm doing, and so there's definitely room for expansion to get into Twitch. So I've definitely, because of like how much my life has kind of relaxed a bit over the last honestly just a couple weeks basically, and I feel a lot better when I'm at home. I don't need to be stressing as much. A lot of stitching is getting done. This thing is bugging me. Let me put this over. Here you go. Let me put this over here because the reflection's bugging me. Here we go. So I'm stitching anyway, and why not stream on Twitch while I'm stitching, and then people can pop in, say hi, and we can have a conversation. So I talk, but then people can type to me questions or comments or whatever they want to do. And I've had a handful of people pop into the live chats. Obviously, people who know me from this channel come over and discuss cross-stitching and other things, and it's been really fun. It's been a lot of fun to do that, and We've had some good cross-stitching discussions. I actually did a whole bit where I showed, I pulled out my phone and actually showed all my patterns that I had on Pattern Keeper, and talked a little bit about that, which I think I'm actually going to just go ahead and release that as a small video on this channel, probably sometime this weekend, maybe. I'm not sure. I just got to do the work and put it over. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it today. But on that channel, and there's a link down below, but on that channel there is, if you scroll down on the Twitch page that has my Stitching Jewels thing on there, you scroll down and it'll show you my schedule. So right now it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I'm trying to do like a weekend morning, so probably like a Sunday morning stream for those that are overseas and that can't catch my channels. You know, it's probably like at, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning or something, or 4 o'clock in the morning when it comes on there. So we'll do an early morning stream for a couple of those, for those guys. So usually the stream's going to be anywhere from about 90 minutes to, it could be as much as 3 hours long. I really got to watch how long I stream though, because it's just, it's difficult sometimes physically. I got to build up my streaming muscles, but it's a lot of fun, and it's we play a little music. It's nothing special. It's just instrumental stuff that you're allowed to play, and it's a ton of fun. So as I sit here now, I got off a little early on Wednesday afternoon, and I'm streaming tonight. You guys aren't going to see this video until tomorrow, but I am streaming Friday night, and I'm likely to be on at about 6 o'clock Mountain Time, and that, 8 o'clock Eastern, that kind of thing. I might be on a little bit later depending upon when I get off of work. So we'll see about that, because tomorrow's schedule is crazy. So not tomorrow, Friday. But anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys come over and hang out and say hi, especially for some of you guys who have been long-time followers of this channel. It's a chance for us to get to know each other better and to talk more about cross-stitching in a more give-and-take kind of way, versus just commenting on videos below. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And maybe even look around for some other stitchers that are out there that also do cross-stitching. So the downside of it right now is I only have one camera. I have my I have a stream camera, and I have it or a webcam, and I have it focused on my actual stitching. So it's like when I do a stitch with me. I'm waiting to get another one where I can actually then also show my face kind of while I'm sitting there, so you can see like reactions and whatnot. And so if you want to, so I think it's a more humanistic way to do it. So I think people would like it more that way. But it's fun, and I'm getting a little better at it every time I go to stream. It is pretty funny, the behind the scenes acrobatics that sometimes I have to go through in order to get the stream set up. But upstairs is my new, the new office up here, which is fantastic because being separated from the dogs, I'm able to focus a lot more, and it's quieter, believe it or not, up here. And so it's kind of like, you can almost combine it like a Stitch With Me combined with the old question and answer session things that I used to do. And but I hope you guys join up. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, link down below. Finally, the garden is finally producing, and it's really coming along. I think what was it, like Monday or Sunday? I think it was Sunday afternoon. I was like, I think I'm gonna have a salad, and I walked downstairs with a bowl, and I basically cut the lettuce off of the the hydroponics tower, and had myself a salad. And it tasted amazing. And I had another one last night, and probably have another one tonight. And it tastes absolutely amazing. It's a really, really cool project to do, and it's so much faster than traditional gardening. Primarily just because you're not using soil. You're using sort of a special water that brings to the plants everything that they need, and it's really cool. It's so cool. We might convert more of our garden over to hydroponics down the road, just because of the speed with which it grows. It's so nice to have, and I think it's going to really help health-wise too. And so I need more veggies in my diet, like most of us do. So that's all good. But yeah, the tower is still going great. Everything else is going really well. I mean, as well as it can. You know, we still, we miss a lot of people because I don't see them, can't go hang out with them and whatnot. Just like all of us, we're all like that right now. So maybe that's a reason to come hang out in the Twitch chat. So for those of you that I see tonight, which will be for you guys, your yesterday. I hope you had a good time, but feel free to leave me a comment below if you have a hard time. If you want to join but you can't and you're having problems signing up, just let me know. It is free. It's totally free to come on Twitch. All you need is email, and it's linked with Amazon and is it Google? I think it's with Google and Amazon, and so. Because Microsoft is Mixer, if I recall correctly. So I think that's who it's affiliated with. I don't really know. But I'm going to end this video now, so I can go ahead and get this uploaded and release this tomorrow. And who knows, maybe I'll go ahead and release the, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll release the chat video of the Pattern Keeper stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. Feel free to leave me any comments, questions down below. Doing a better job in the last week and a half of commenting and responding and doing all those things. And like I said, I feel better. Times are improving here, and the stress is going away, and everything's great. So I want to say hi to my mom and my dad. I hope you guys are doing great. And my sister-in-law, how you guys doing? Hope everything is good. And everything's good here, so I will see you guys really soon, and hope to see you on the chat really, really soon. And what I'm going to start doing is, instead of on the Stitch With Me's, instead of doing the traditional Stitch With Me's where I'm stitching and just kind of talking like normal, I'm going to actually take one of the Twitch streams, take about an hour off of that, and substitute that in and release more frequent Stitch With Me's on YouTube. So you kind of hear a little bit more about how the conversation goes, what we talk about, and maybe that'll encourage you to come over, and maybe it won't. Maybe you don't like the new format, and that's possible. Go ahead and tell me. That's fine. If I need to go back to the old format for some of you guys, I'll have to see if I have time to do that. But the Twitch and the Stitch With Me's merging together just makes sense for me. So thank you so much for coming and watching the video. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed yet, consider it. You don't have to. And so, but have a great day. Happy stitching, and I will see you guys really, really soon.